We are, all right, here we are. Hey everyone, Pete Bernard from the embedUR Foundation. We're live here at Embedded World, that's where we are, in Nuremberg, which is pretty exciting. Have our first guest, our inaugural guest for the live stream, so we'll see how this goes. But Kobe, welcome.
Hi.
Welcome from Weebit Nano, and you know, this live stream is going to go on. We're going to go for about 90 minutes, and we're going to have different folks come in and talk about what they're seeing at the show and kind of what their products are up to and what's interesting in the edge AI space, of course, because that's kind of what we're all about. But why don't you kind of introduce yourself and give us what's your spiel?
So Kobe Hannock, I'm the CEO of Weebit Nano. We develop ReRAM, resistive RAM technology, which is a type of a non-volatile memory.
Right.
It's much more advanced than flash, so much faster, much lower power consumption. Most important, it's cheaper to manufacture, and it can scale down to the small geometries, which I guess is what's most relevant for AI.
Yeah, wow, that's fantastic. Yeah, and so I think you guys joined in this past year, the foundation, which is awesome. And you're based in Israel.
Yes.
And as you said, you sort of, you got here, you're sort of...
I'm a nomad now, I can't
You're a
go
nomad, so okay, that's fine, that's good. And so how long have you been with the company? I mean, you mentioned you've been CEO for...
8.5 years now.
Wow. Okay.
So I joined about 1.5 years after the company started.
Wow.
You know, we spent several years developing the technology.
Yeah.
We have a good partnership with CEA Leti. It's a French research institute.
Okay.
They've been researching ReRAM for a long time.
Got it.
And we've developed the technology. We got to the point where it's working. We started commercializing. So our first deal was with Skywater, and then with DB High-Tech, with onsemi. More recently, we announced the deal with Texas Instruments.
Oh.
So you know, we're very proud of the progress of commercialization. We qualified the technology at AEC-Q 100, which is basically 150 degrees. So that's for the automotive space more.
Interesting. Does that also help, like in kind of space and satellite stuff? I know that's...
Yeah, we're inherently immune to radiation.
Oh.
So we're very good for that. And we've also, in parallel to all of this development, we've been involved in research of both in-memory compute and neuromorphic computing, more or less since I joined. So since 2018, roughly, you can already see the announcements that we had. And we've been giving our ReRAM to these research institutes. Because it's really a great technology for in-memory compute. It kind of lends itself. It's an analog type memory. It's cheap to manufacture. It has a lot of advantages that could go down to the small geometries.
So when you say in-memory compute, you mean like, so traditionally when people think about running AI workloads, there's like a G. There we go. Wait a minute. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Hello, I think we're back. Hold on. Yes. All right.
Okay.
Technical difficulties. So we're saying, we're talking about in-memory compute and how, like, basically, traditionally you'd have GPUs and memory, and those are separate things. So you'd have to like move stuff back and forth. But in-memory compute really combines those things together, right? So you get much higher performance, lower power.
Yeah, I mean, most of the time and energy is spent on moving data around in a Van Neumann architecture, what's called. And the thing is that when you're doing inference or actually in-memory compute, when you're dealing with AI, most of the work is matrix multiplication.
Yeah.
So that's a very specific type of activity. It's not a generic type of execution.
Right.
That specific thing, you can actually rig the memory in such a way that it will perform the multiplication in the memory without ever moving the data around.
Right.
And that saves significant, orders of magnitude of power, orders of magnitude of time, and makes things much more efficient. And that's really what we're focused on.
Yeah.
We have many customers that are calling us up and asking about, hey, ReRAM is great for this stuff, and so can we work with you? And we recently set up an AI division in Weebit who's now focused on the AI offerings that we give.
Awesome. Sounds good. So any thoughts on the show? Hey, Axel. We are live. We're live.
Yeah, sorry, I'm late.
No, it's no problem.
This was my mistake.
No, don't worry about it.
I wrote the wrong booth number on the other side of the exhibition.
No problem.
Okay.
So, well, great. Thank you again, Kobe. Appreciate
Thanks
it.
for having me here.
Have a good show, and we'll all come by the booth.
Yeah, great.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
All right, folks.
Okay.
We got our first.
Your hands up on?
It's
hello.
it's nice. The concept is
If you have any questions, let me know. Oh, I need to get my microphone.
No, we actually got.
You just need the microphone thing back there. I know inevitably someone's going to walk up with the microphone. Awesome. Thank you. Okay. So yes. Oh, come on over. So here's
Really sorry for being late.
No about it. We're just talking to Kobe, and this is a little microphone. If you want to put this on somewhere, like it's like a little magnetic thing here. You're good. And so we're here. We're live, and we're live. We're live on YouTube. Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitch as we speak. So we might have some questions come in, but maybe you can introduce yourself because maybe not everyone knows your role here as sort of the grand orchestrator.
No, I'm the small orchestrator in the background, maybe. Yeah, my name is Axel Ceva. In my normal life, I'm a professor at Nuremburg University, working on embedded design for networking IoT applications, including Edge AI, of course. And since many years, I'm with embedUR.
Yes.
Started from the second year onwards. That means already 23 years now. We are now in 24th. We are in the 24th year now. And since 2019, I'm serving as chairman for the embedUR conference.
Yeah. So you're chairman of the embedUR conference, and so there's people may know there's obviously lots of kind of booths here and trade show things, but also very robust conference that happens, throughout the whole program.
A very robust conference, I would say. We have 7 tracks, 81 sessions, 273 presentations, 20 classes. So basically all topics that you could imagine along the embedded value chain from design, hardware, software, all the algorithmic part. Security, of course, plays a major role. So.
Have you seen anything different this year than last year in terms of the CFPs or the presentations, or is there? You probably are seeing maybe some meta trends going on here.
Yeah. I always say that, we don't have a revolution in the embedded world, but we have a very rapid evolution. And many of the trends that we see this year, we already saw last year. I mean, Edge AI was not invented in 2026, but we see it maturing.
Yes.
Same holds true for IoT connectivity. Same holds true for security, including all the discussions about CIA, where we also see some kind of additional maturity coming up.
Right.
But things are moving fast.
Yeah. I mean, we're seeing it here just from last year to this year on the show floor. I mean, there's a lot more maturity in the tech. A lot more, I would say, solutions than just pieces of tech. People are talking more about solutions.
Yes and no. I mean, we position Embedded World as a horizontal technology trade fair.
Right. Okay.
So we are not going so much into the verticals. So if you see applications, then maybe it's rather the showcases, because we don't have the companies doing the applications. We don't have them here on the booths.
Right.
We have as exhibitors, we have the technology companies.
I see. Yeah, the horizontal.
Yeah.
Like you said, yeah. Fascinating. Yeah, great. So, how do you sort of manage your time? I guess that was one of the questions, because you must be like, I appreciate you coming by the way, because you probably have like 1,000 things going on.
Yeah, we will have embedded award ceremony in a couple of minutes, so
Okay.
I need to run over there.
Yeah, fantastic.
I believe it's two things. I believe I'm quite well organized,
Okay,
even though I
that's
mix up.
probably a good start, yeah.
And it's 22/7.
That's true. Yes. Interesting. And then I think I'm hosting some talks on Thursday, so I'm looking forward to that. And I would say for folks that are here at the show, maybe are looking at this live stream, definitely check out the conferences. Like you said,
Yeah.
a ton of incredible content and a lot of knowledge there that people can.
Absolutely. And let me also mention for the conference that we are collaborating with community partners, as we call them, AI Foundation being one of them, supporting us, spreading the news, bringing in excellent content, bringing in session shares which know their business. So we are very grateful for this support and hope that this is really a win-win situation where we can give you additional visibility and also bring all these different ecosystems together, because we believe, we need a community of the communities.
No, totally well said. Yeah, it is a team sport, as we say, to work together to make this stuff actually have impact. So it's great that you guys are doing that. So I appreciate it. Well, thanks for the time.
No, thanks
Good
for
to
having
see you.
me.
Yeah.
And take
Don't
care.
forget my microphone.
Sure.
So I don't want you to miss your next stop.
Okay.
But,
thanks a lot.
Awesome. All right. Thanks. Okay. So that was Axel Sikora, fantastic, the conference director of Embedded World. And, hopefully this is all coming through loud and clear. Let me know if it's not. But this is great. We're going to have some more guests pretty soon. So, let's see how it goes. Maybe we can get Evgeny on here. Yeah, I get Evgeny in there. Oh, yeah. You want to come on? Here's a microphone. There you go. Okay. Welcome, sir. So we are live here on our YouTube channel and other channels. But do you want to give folks your introduction here?
Sure. Hi, I'm Yair Siegel. I'm Director of Product Business Development at Ceva.
Fantastic.
And I work a lot with the Edge AI Foundation.
Yeah. I saw Erie. He kind of waved. He was walking by. So your CTO. So that's awesome. Yeah. And Ceva's a very important partner for our community, and really appreciate all the engagement you guys have had. So what's the kind of the hot story of the show for you?
I think the hot story of the show is basically combining things together. So as you know, Ceva is doing a connectivity together with sensing and together with AI. So we've seen things coming together after quite a few years that a lot of the, AI is very important on the edge, but in order to do AI, you have to have good connectivity. You have to have good sensors around. And basically you want to be able to do the AI not only in the cloud, but also on the device.
Yeah.
So all of these together are putting things at the show, which, people here are very into the embedded. So I think it's a good fit to have, all the components of connectivity together with the AI to bring the industry together finally.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. I mean, it's now that the technology is maturing a little bit, how those things fit together is really critical. And, you guys provide a lot of IP for all the kind of underlying tech. So do you have any big announcements at the show or product things you guys are showing off? Or?
We announced more around connectivity actually this time. But we announced a new version of UWB. We announced a collaboration with the TI for channel sound and Bluetooth. And
TI. It's the second time TI has come up. They're kind of like the hot. It's funny, I was actually at TI a couple of weeks ago in Texas. I went to Richardson, Texas, to the original TI headquarters, which is, if you're into like mid-century modern architecture, TI is the place to go because it's like very classic early 60s, like late 50s architecture. And a good example of a company that's been around since the beginning of the transistor, but now is really like modernizing and doing some really cool stuff in Edge AI. So it's cool that you guys are working with them. So you mentioned UWB, which maybe people know, ultra wideband.
Right.
It's the acronym. Try to de-acronymize things. And so ultra wideband is used, for example, my favorite scenario is like finding things.
Right.
So, if you use like an iPhone and you like different air tags and things, it'll actually point you in different directions to find the item, which is pretty cool, like a little treasure hunt. But also, I think you use UWB. Isn't it used now for like automobiles for ignition, like key fobs and stuff?
Exactly, for digital key, and also for access control. So one of the features that we announced is also support for Alira 1.0, which is basically enabling you better access control.
Okay.
And this also ties into AI because devices will enable you to access control. The next thing is to add some smartness to those devices, right?
I see.
To differentiate between different types of people. If you're coming from inside the house, you don't want to open the door, you want to lock the door. If you're coming from outside, you want to open the door, things like that. So they need a lot of sensing capabilities. So this will encourage AI on the device itself.
Right.
It comes together again.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. So UWB, that's interesting. What other connectivity are you focused on at the show, or that's the?
Yeah. So again, Bluetooth channel sounding is sort of complementary to UWB in some scenarios. So, for example, if we're talking about the digital key in automotive, so the CCC, which is the standard for automotive, it mandates that you need to have both Bluetooth as well as UWB because each one has some advantages in different scenarios.
Oh, I see.
So, example, when you're further from the car, you use Bluetooth.
Right.
Initiate the connection, and then when you get closer, use UWB for better accuracy.
I see. Oh, it's cool. Yeah, no, it's a kind of magical tech for most consumers. They don't understand the UWB part, but the fact that you can use all these key fobs and things like that can access is pretty cool. So, very good. Well, it's good to see you. Maybe if Erie's around, you can come by too.
Sure.
And are you coming to San Diego or?
Ceva will be there.
Ceva will
Myself
be there.
will not.
Yes,
I will not attend, but.
Well, we always have Cevas at our shows. Actually, Erie did a keynote at our Taiwan show too. Yeah. And in fact, I went to your event in Hsinchu after that, which was pretty cool too. So
it's very encouraging. So
good.
You're doing a good job, and we're looking forward to getting more audio as well for out of the foundation, and we're helping out with that as well.
Yes, Tomer is chairing our audio working group.
Okay.
We had another Ceva engagement, and I know we're working on some cool stuff for the what's it called, Sonic.
Yep.
Sonic Score.
Ceva is contributing, things through the foundation. So we hope it will encourage the industry to do more.
Evaluating AI models and scoring them and things like that. So
Sonic scale, yeah.
Very cool. Well, it's good to see you.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks.
Have
Take
a good
care.
week.
Have a good show.
All right. Oh, I need the microphone. There you go. Awesome. Thank you. All right. So we had Yair here from Ceva, and just making sure my microphone works. This microphone works. Okay. I'm going to put this microphone over here. Ooh, look out. Look out. If anyone has any questions while we're live, feel free. Oh, we have a special guest.
Surprise guest.
Surprise guest. Every guest is a surprise guest, frankly. Okay, this is your little thing there.
Okay, now we're online.
Yeah, we're online. We're live here, live from Nuremberg. And this is Evgeny Gusev. You can tell by his tag there. He is technically from Qualcomm, but also chairman of the board for the Edge AI Foundation, and kind of the OG for TinyML. So welcome. So how's the show so far?
Good, tired, exhausted.
It's his first day.
Yeah, first day. For me, it's day 7.
That's true. Yeah.
But no, I think it's great. A lot of energy, a lot of interesting conversations. You see a lot of people on the AGI side. I think definitely you can feel that AGI is getting bigger in many ways.
True. True.
Community is getting bigger. The capabilities are getting bigger.
Every sign around here is Edge AI over there, Edge AI.
A lot of companies. We have AMD around here.
These over here.
Intel, Qualcomm, Accelera.
We're in a good neighborhood here.
Yeah, many
it's a
companies.
high rent neighborhood.
Yeah, the foundation is growing. The community is growing. The booth size is twice bigger this year compared to last year.
Yeah, so we'll have to turn the camera around, do a little booth
I
tour.
think what is more interesting that people, you see more end users. People are really interested in how do you apply Edge AI to real problems.
Right.
And especially here in Germany and Europe, a lot of manufacturing and industrial.
Yeah.
And other,
I think people are more educated about it now, and so now they're thinking about how to apply it to the problems that they have. I think maybe even if not only a few years ago, they were still thinking like, what is this stuff and how does it work? And I think as people are starting to understand that, then they can apply it to their railway system or manufacturing system or whatever is happening. So
absolutely.
Very cool. And then you had a Qualcomm day yesterday. All kinds of you announced the Ventuno Q. Is that how it's pronounced? Yeah.
So no, I think the Qualcomm day yesterday was really good, very well attended event. So we had like 300 or 400 our partner companies there, the whole spectrum, and a couple of announcements there. I think first one was given by our GM, Nicole Dougal.
Yes.
He showed basically the progress we made since last year, because we had similar event last year,
right?
Where we basically
we announced the acquisition of Edge Impulse.
Yeah, last year exactly this time was Edge Impulse acquisition, and quite a bit of progress on the Edge Impulse. You see it in many areas, many partners using Edge Impulse, and then there was another big acquisition, as you may remember, in November, I believe, or October. It was Adrena. It was very well received, and we launched two products. One was UnoQ.
Yep.
And they showed the data yesterday. It's one of the best seller products now in terms of product ramp. Since in the first the first 3 months, they've sold 250 quarter million units there. It's nice. Because it's very capable on the AI. It has like 5 TOPS of AI, and it comes with the whole Adrena experience.
Right.
And it comes at the right price point. It's like $49 US dollars, $50, and it's like super popular.
It's like a few lattes these days.
And what was announced yesterday, the second product, they call it Ventuna Q. And Ventuna, because it's 21 in Italian, they celebrate 21st anniversary of Adrena this year. So it's a Ventuna Q.
Good trivia.
Yeah. and that one has 10x more horsepower, AI horsepower, 40x, 16 GB of memory, so you can run really good SLM, LLM type of models.
It also has the STM32.
Yep, it has.
So that's one of the things about the UnoQ is STM32 plus Dragon Wing combo, so you get kind of the real time.
You have Tiny and Edge on the same chip, a lot of peripherals. So it was really a good thing. Yeah, so I think really great to see the excitement, really great to see Edge AI Foundation being the epicenter of this excitement, and like a lot of companies here, I've been walking around here, people asking, like, Foundation, right? How can we join? So
we've been busy today, and we'll be busy all week. We have the IoT Stars event tonight, which will be fun. And we have our media analyst dinner party tomorrow, which will be fun.
And we're going to have 2 more events coming, right? The our events.
Yeah, definitely. And then, 2 weeks from now, we'll be in San Diego. And spending a few days down there. We'll be at the Microelectronics Show in Austin in April. And then it just keeps going.
Yeah, it's going to be busy. And then the one in London.
London, June 8th and 9th.
Yeah, so
right.
Mark your calendar. It's going to be June 8th and 9th in London. So it's going to be in partnership with
Hardware Pioneers.
Right.
Yeah, so people go to edgeaifoundation.org/events. You'll see the whole year mapped out. You can plan your whole year of industry and Edge AI events in one spot. And something to do every month, except August. Take August off. Which I highly recommend. Very European thing to do, but great. Well, I'm glad you were able to come by. We are right down the street here from Qualcomm City, so if people are at the show and haven't seen the Qualcomm stuff, you should go check it out. It's
next to the foundation.
Robots and all that good stuff. Good to see you.
Yeah, likewise. So enjoy the rest of the show. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you,
Take care.
Pete.
I need
Bye.
the microphone.
Yep. It's a magnetic thing, right? You said?
Yeah, it's just magnetic. There you go. All right. Test 1, 2. Okay. Here we are. We got some folks here. Oh.
I was just about to come over and give you an update, and Rosina's like, "I'm on the live stream."
Yeah, you want to come
Yeah,
over?
the problem is
We're on live stream, yeah.
I know, it's all good. It's not
that's
even
why
important.
Patrick,
No, I'm good.
Why not?
we moved really fast. He's weird. We could have had so many more programs because we scheduled and others I have to send back and say, "Come."
Okay.
It's just, yeah,
Well,
but you're doing well.
We'll
so
wing
thank
it here. It's 4:25, so we're 30 minutes into it. And yeah, it's going to be exciting.
I just caught up with my man in IAR.
Okay.
So they're behind on their AI strategy, but they're just about to get
Okay.
going on it
So
again.
you're on the live stream right now. We're live. Yeah, we're live. You want to get on the camera?
No.
Hold it. Don't knock it over. Don't knock it over.
You're not. No.
We're on live stream.
The meet is coming.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and then
Yeah, we're on live stream. Yeah. So here, what we'll do is we'll turn the camera around if people want to see what the booth looks like. So hold on for a sec. So if you don't want to be on camera, you will need to move because I will get you on camera now. Okay, so we're gonna.
come here, Patrick.
I have a volunteer.
Oh, we have a volunteer. Okay, well, hold on. We'll do the booth tour later. All right, let's get you. This is the master of ceremonies here. Do you want a little microphone?
What I have to do?
Here, this is a magnetic microphone.
Okay.
Or you can hold it.
Fine.
So you'll hold it. Okay, good.
Magnetic where? Here?
Well, yeah, you put the little magnet behind your shirt. Yeah, that's fine. All right, let's get you properly situated here. There you go. Fantastic. Welcome. Oh, you're chewing gum. Okay, you probably want to get the gum out. Well, you know, it's authentic.
Yes.
Sincere, yeah. So
We are live, Pete.
we're live. We're
Good.
live on YouTube. We're live on
Oh.
Facebook, LinkedIn. So all your friends. are now
Excellent,
seeing
yeah.
you. So you want to
Thank you.
introduce yourself? Give us your background.
Sure. Thank you, Pete, for inviting me.
Sure.
So my name is Maurice Novello. I'm the head of developer marketing at Qualcomm.
Mm.
So my job is engaging with developers globally around the world and helping them to build a solution based on Qualcomm technology.
Fantastic.
We are here at embedUR, so here is an IoT fair, right?
Yeah.
A conference, right?
Yes.
But I market to developer across Qualcomm technology, compute,
I
IoT, AR, VR, XR,
Would
automotive.
you also include like the AI PC?
Absolutely, that is what we call a compute. Correct.
Compute. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Oh, fantastic. And are you based? Where are you based?
I'm based in San Diego, California,
San Diego. That's right. Okay.
headquarters of Qualcomm.
Headquarters. All right.
Correct.
Nice. Always nice weather down there.
Lovely weather. I mean, nobody can beat San Diego.
It's like 74 degrees and sunny every day. So it's fantastic. So yeah, we're gonna have our event there in 2 weeks.
Absolutely, yes. Looking forward.
So if people have not yet registered and they're watching this live stream,
Highly recommended.
San Diego 2026.edgifoundation.org. There's day passes available, or you can go for 3 days. And we have a keynote from Durga Malati, your EVP,
AI lead. Yep.
AI lead, and that's going to be awesome. We have a Rear Admiral from the U.S. Navy. He's going to talk about Project Overwatch. We have a professor from UCSD, professor from UC Riverside. The CEO of DeepX is going to be there.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
you're going to have Adam Benzian will be there with an Arduino workshop.
Correct. And we will be there too, actually.
You will be there.
So, yeah. It's
Everyone's
looking-
going to be there.
yeah, yes.
Everyone's going to be there except you out there. So you need to be there.
AGI is the place to be.
That's the place to be, yes. And so we're here in the booth. And so you actually are running next door, kind of a theater
Correct.
thing going on.
Yeah.
So what kind of talks are you putting on there?
So we identify 5 different categories of topics. But the main arch is about AGI topic. But on the AGI, we're talking about computer vision, audio processing, video, object recognition, motion control,
Okay.
everything that think about AI, but not only AI workload, but they are kind of running at the edge,
Right.
embedded systems at the edge. things that are going into camera, sensors, actuators.
I see.
Right.
And so
We
who's
invite
doing the presenting? Is it partners?
Partners mainly.
Okay.
We have 21 partners because we are in the Qualcomm booth, right? So all the Qualcomm talk is part of our demo and so on. And I decided that we to invite our ecosystem to showcase actually how the partners build in real world scenario with our technologies, right? So we have partners from AWS, Seco.
Right, yeah, I saw AWS.
Right. We have all different Codico, CodeSys. We have different kind of partners. So from distributor, ISV, system integrator.
Fantastic, yeah. And that's going basically all day, every day.
Every day. We start at 10:30 in the morning, finish at 4 p.m. So we just finished.
And you give out some coffee mug or something.
Yeah, we have some giveaways.
Some gifts?
Give away some gifts. And then also we have a daily prize draw.
Oh my goodness.
We have a laptop, Snapdragon based.
Really?
Qualcomm based laptop. Yeah.
That's pretty serious. Nice.
Yeah.
Excellent. So it sounds like you're going to have a busy week.
Absolutely. 3 days.
So you just try
back to back.
Stay healthy.
Yes.
Drink a lot of water.
A lot of water. Yes. Yeah. I hope to have a beer soon.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Yeah.
We're getting there. It's still only, what time is it now? 4:30.
4:30.
Time.
Almost there.
It's almost time. Yeah. Good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pete. Thank you very much.
I'm sure we'll see you, neighbor.
Absolutely.
Neighbor.
Thank you. And
right.
thank you all to your audience live, online.
All right.
Thank you again.
Thank you. Cool. Excellent. So if you are, we're still live. Yeah. But I was going to say, so if folks are here at the show, you should definitely go next door. At a minimum, you get a free coffee mug, at a minimum. But you'll also get some knowledge and some cool stuff. So that's good. Awesome. All right, man. Take care. So cool. So we're cooking here. I think we have a special guest coming up. Every guest is a surprise guest. That's what we say. So Sumit Kumar, come on over.
Hi, Pete.
Hello. Oh, let me give you can I mic you up there? Boom.
Fantastic.
You are now live. So, welcome.
Well, thank you.
Welcome to the stream here on the show floor. So these microphones give us a little nice audio isolation, but it's kind of noisy here. So why don't you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what you're doing at the show?
I'm Sumit. I'm one of the co-founders and CEO of Ceva. Very proud supporter of the Edge AI Foundation since a long time now.
Since the beginning.
Yeah,
pretty much.
and we are very proud to have introduced the world's first neuromorphic microcontroller to the market, Pulsar, last year. We're a Dutch semiconductor company. We basically build neuromorphic chips that mimic how your brain processes information, and we apply these chips towards processing data coming out of sensors in an always-on manner with high accuracy and very little power.
Wow.
The show is fantastic. I can barely hear conversations. There's just so much noise in the background. It's that busy, and we've got a booth in Hall 3A.
3A, okay.
Been super busy.
Yeah, there's been a lot of traffic, which is good. And so actually we had Weebit Nano on here earlier, the CEO of Weebit Nano, and he was talking about the type of memory that they're doing that's designed for these kind of ultra low power AI environments. So many people don't realize a lot of people think of AI, obviously they think of like NVIDIA, like data centers with megawatts and stuff like that. But the stuff that you're doing, like the spiking neural network architecture, is really like many orders of magnitude less power hungry than that. And it's designed for like peel and stick type of AI sensors and wearables and things like that. Where are you seeing the first big applications for the kind of the neuromorphic technology?
When we started the company, first of all, people saw neuromorphic as a science experiment.
Yep.
And then around 2020, the first acknowledgement that there was a power problem around traditional AI actually started coming out into the open. It's only this year and perhaps last year that we saw people stopping, with the use of generic words like AI and talking about actually what they're doing. So we've got this sensor, we're looking for the sound of a leak coming out of some place. It becomes super tangible. And these are the kind of use cases that we're also seeing emerging. it's very clear that AI in the physical world is going to be extremely important. The kind of devices on which it's going to be performed will very likely be battery powered, very compact,
Right.
indeed designed to be stuck up into a place that you don't want to go and access repeatedly.
Yeah.
And you definitely don't have the energy capacity in the batteries to keep streaming data somewhere else. So all of this leads us to this always on domain. And neuromorphic is really shining there. So we've got this fantastic solution for radar presence sensing using our chips.
Radar presence sensing.
When you detect if there's a human being in a room,
Okay.
even
Like
if they're not
occupancy
moving.
detection
Exactly.
using radar.
Yeah, and the advantage there is you can be perfectly still, and you don't have to deal with that problem that we're all familiar with, waving at the sensor to
Yes.
get the lights to turn back on.
Classic.
You don't have any of that.
Yeah, I think you mentioned to me an interesting scenario around room occupancy. I mean, this is kind of a big trend. It's like almost like doing computer vision without cameras, you know, by measuring kind of these other signals. So like you mentioned like a hotel, you know, you can't put a camera obviously in a hotel room, but the hotel wants to know how many people are in the room. Maybe like in a fire situation or emergency, the fire department could use this technology to understand which rooms actually have people in them or not, right? So it's really important to figure out how to use like all of these interesting signals, using AI to basically extract, you know, the information from the signals.
Exactly. We've got a customer in India who's building an intelligent smoke detector, which does just that. You know, it identifies the kind of smoke in a room. It identifies then if there are people in that room and how many people are there. And if you really think about it, if what you're trying to do is make the world around you intelligent, you know, create this ambient intelligence.
Right.
We need to go into devices where we haven't really thought of putting intelligence just as yet.
Right.
And that's basically what, you know, neuromorphic and generally energy efficient edge AI is enabling.
Right. The other thing too about like a lot of the peel and stick or battery powered things is, and I've seen this case studies where the deployment costs are very low, right? Because you don't have to run power, you don't have to run cabling and other things. And so because the deployment costs are low, you think like in hospitals and other things, you actually get much more deployment of the solution faster, right? Because you don't have to budget, you know, for all this like disruptive deployment work, right? So that's another big benefit.
Exactly. There are certain environments where, you know, pulling out a few meters of wiring just to hook up, you know, a new device, a new sensor, can easily set you back, you know, thousands of dollars just for a single installation. And that's aside from the running cost of, you know, streaming data up to the cloud and having central compute monitoring all of this data.
Right.
When you really start to look at the big picture of how much things cost to install, how much things cost to run, it becomes very clear that distributing intelligence to the source of where data is being generated is really the only way to scale it.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. So have you seen anything else here other than your own stuff that's really cool? Like what's kind of, maybe it's early, it's only the first day, but anything really you would tell people to make sure you go see?
It's the first day. I've only been able to see the immediate vicinity of our home.
Okay.
I did see a guy walking a robotic dog.
Oh, okay.
Which was a cute sight. But I still have to get around.
Okay.
On my way here, I saw some pretty neat boats. I'm going to go back and
I know,
check them
yeah,
out.
some pretty impressive stuff out there. I took a little lap to try to get some food at lunch, and there was a giant line, so I came back.
I didn't
So
manage.
that's good. Yeah,
I didn't manage.
that's always a struggle. Well, great to see you again, Sumit. Thank you very much
Thank
for
you for
joining
having
us.
me, Pete.
And I'll definitely make it over to your booth. Sounds good.
We're waiting for you.
All right. I got to need your microphone. Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. All right. So that was Sumit Kumar from Inatera, and really fascinating. Talk about neuromorphic computing. We actually had a live stream session, about 3 or 4 hour session on neuromorphic. I think it was a couple of weeks ago, but it's on our YouTube channel, and you'll see a lot of back-to-back talks on neuromorphic computing from academia and from industry about this thing. So it's really kind of the next frontier in terms of low-power edge AI, and Inatera is one of the leading, commercial providers of chips in that space. We have a number of folks. We mentioned Weebit Nano doing the memory. Brain Chip is another one that's been in that space. We have like femto.AI doing kind of sparsity processing units and stuff. So pretty amazing. Oh, we have a special guest.
Goodness, we're already live.
We're
aren't
live.
we?
We're live.
All right.
You want a little microphone here for
Sure.
your lapel? This is Dave.
Hi, everyone. Live from Nuremberg. You are not joking.
We are live.
You
We're
are
live
not
on
joking.
YouTube, on Facebook,
All
LinkedIn,
right.
and Twitch.
Okay, and
So,
Twitch as well. Let's
You
do this.
why don't you give everyone your background? Then we can talk about the jacket.
Yeah. I kind of think we should start with the jacket.
Let's just say the
We'll
elephant in the
start
room.
with the jacket.
How much do you pay?
Yeah. How much
I
did you pay?
paid $24.99
Okay.
USD.
Is this like a Temu special jacket here? Minimal lead. Minimal lead.
Last week, I sent a text to my colleague Jim and I said, hey, I think we should wear these jackets. He said, that is the worst idea I've ever heard. We should definitely not do that. And I said, that's a great idea. Let's do
There
it.
you go.
Jenny's laughing. But yeah, hi everyone. I'm David Tischler. I am a developer relations engineer,
Awesome.
originally from Edge Impulse, now part of the Qualcomm family.
That's right.
And we are showing off, I think, a total of 11 demos
Wow.
all around the Qualcomm booth,
Yeah.
the Edge Impulse booth, the Arduino booth, the Foundries booth, and then some of the partners as well, like Advantech, and I'm trying to think which other vendors have
Okay.
hardware on site as well.
And you have that cool race car demo.
We do have the race car
So
demo.
what is the race car demo exactly? You're generating data to train a model.
Well, we're doing both. We have on the race cars themselves, we have an Arduino Nesso N1, and that's an ESP32 based device. So that's a microcontroller.
Right.
But it is powerful enough and it has a built-in accelerometer. So we were able to train a model that can identify if the car is idle, if it's stationary,
Right.
if it is in motion around the track, if it's driving,
Sure.
or if it has crashed, if it's upside down, inverted, or anything that is not right side up,
I see.
we're treating as crash. Also built into the demo is an Arduino Uno Q, and that's running a computer vision model. So we have a camera mounted up high above the track, looking down at it, and we trained a model on the individual race cars that are going around the track. So there's a Mustang, there's a Corvette, there's an AMG Mercedes, there's an Aston Martin, and each of them is identified.
Yeah.
And because the camera has the vantage point from above, we can then count how long it takes to cross a threshold, which is essentially a lap. So that's
Yeah.
your lap timer.
Okay.
Name of the game is to complete 5 laps as quickly as possible. But if you go too fast,
Flip it.
you will crash.
There you go.
So a little bit slower is actually better.
Oh, I see.
The leaderboard, I think, at the moment is 15 seconds for 5 laps. Pretty good.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
pretty good. Excellent.
And
Yeah,
that's running, like I said, on the Uno Q. So that's a Qualcomm 2210 CPU
Yes,
based
yeah, we're
device.
talking
So
about
they're
the-
running Linux.
Q and then the new Ventuno.
Yes,
Ventuno Q.
that looks good. I haven't gotten my hands on one yet.
It's pretty impressive. You guys will make some cool demos with that.
Yeah, we will
Are you
definitely.
doing? I also saw some robotics and some physical AI demos over there.
There are some robotics demos. The Arduino team themselves have built on the new Ventuno Q a robotics demo. It is both an autonomous mobile robot on a platform, so it can move around,
Okay.
but it also then has a robotic arm on it. So I think you can send it to the refrigerator to then open the door and grab you a beverage and return, if I understand
Sounds like a
correctly.
good demo right now.
Yeah. And then I'm trying to think what else. There's some factory line inspection. There's some defect detection. My friends in the IMSDK team have multi-camera inferencing running. on an IQ9, I believe.
Okay.
But yeah, there's a lot going on.
Yeah. I mean, we see they're on the corner here, so you can't see on the camera, but the kind of Qualcomm City over there.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Then we had Morris talking about his theater.
Yeah, right next door to us. And one other thing that you may have already spoken about, so apologies if this is a repeat, but Edge AI San Diego is coming up.
That's true.
In 2 weeks, or is it 3? Two weeks. And I will be there. I will see you for that.
Awesome.
Because I'm building a smart lamp project along with the supply frame team.
Oh, that's right.
One of my Qualcomm DevRel colleagues, Rami. So we're running a workshop.
That's right.
There are 50 seats available in that workshop, and I want to say that that's on Wednesday. Check the agenda.
Yeah, we'll have to check the agenda. But yeah, if you go to sandiego2026.edgeaifoundation.org, you can see the agenda. You can register, and if you haven't done so, you should do so. You can either get a pass for the whole conference or just a day pass. So
if you're getting a day pass, I recommend Wednesday.
You got to get because it's all about the workshop. So you'll meet David.
No, there's I looked at the agenda the Tuesday with the keynote. Look, you got to get the multi-day pass.
You
really,
well,
but yeah, so we will train a model on site right there in San Diego in the workshop. We'll deploy it to an Uno queue, and it's got a custom carrier PCB with a microphone that Supply Frame is putting together, and it'll react to your voice. It's really cool looking.
Cool. Looking forward to it. Well, always new cool demos to create because there's new cool tech to play with.
Yep.
So that's kind of endless. But you guys do a great job over there. I think part of it is a good demo really kind of explains the concept and the value prop.
Yeah.
Clearly, you guys do a good job with that, so that's really good. Have you seen other demos and other booths that have kind of blown your mind? Or?
You know what? Not yet.
Yeah,
and that's because I haven't made it out from my demo yet. But tomorrow, I'm fortunate enough to go with our technical marketing team, and I'm going to do like a 4-hour walk the floor. So if you had asked me that on Thursday, I would have been better prepared to answer that question.
Back tomorrow and tell us about
we can absolutely get some social snippets or something and send them on out.
Sounds good.
But I think that's probably all I've got for the moment.
Sounds good.
Anything else?
Thank you, David.
All right.
Always a pleasure.
Yes.
And love the jacket.
Yes.
You're kind of Miami Vicing it a little bit.
Yeah, no, I am. I have the sleeves rolled up, as mentioned.
You
now,
want to go all in.
Yeah, it's only the finest material, by the way.
Exactly.
So,
Fantastic.
All right.
Let me get that little microphone.
You can take that right back there.
Fantastic.
All right. Enjoy it.
All right. Thanks, David. So that was David Tischler from Edge Impulse and kind of a demo maven, and he'll be running a workshop down in San Diego too, as I mentioned, about 2 weeks. So if you haven't got your tickets yet or your pass, still some seats available. Like David said, I think the workshops hold 50 maximum. It's filling up pretty quick, so you probably want to get on that and get in line for that as well. Let's see who else we got coming by here. I was going to do a little show of the booth since we don't have anyone right here. But so we'll kind of go around this way. So we'll look at we have a big projector on the booth, and then we kind of go this way. Hello. So we're in the back of the booth. So you can see we've got some cool partnerships out there. Excellent. That's good. We'll move back here. So if you have, here's some questions. Let's see, hold on for a sec. All right. Wish I was there. Looks like a fun time. Yeah, it is a fun time. It's kind of loud, and but there's a lot going on, and lots of things to see. So, and lots of folks to talk to. So, Probably get a few more people coming by pretty soon, but we've been on live now for about 50 minutes. So thank you, PGE Dion. Appreciate that. All right. Answers our question there. What else is happening? Good stuff. Yeah, if you have any other questions, just let us know. Had a bunch of Qualcomm folks. We're nearby Qualcomm, so that's why we kind of tend to go out closer there. We've been Nano for memory. We had Inatera talking about neuromorphic computing. We've had, actually, we did some recordings this morning that we'll push out. We had the head of AI marketing for ST Microelectronics. That was good. We had the CEO of RISC-V International, Andrea Gallo, this morning, which was another one. So, yeah, it's been good. So we'll see if we find some more folks to come by. Otherwise, we'll have to draft. Maybe Rosina, do you want to come on camera? Here's Rosina. Oh, here's your microphone.
I need to. Okay.
You zap that on there. So now, there you go.
Okay, good.
Magnetic.
Hello, everyone. So we're waiting for other partners because Pete did so well with the first ever live stream that we have at Embedded World. And we thought we're going to take longer for everyone. And so we're really good on time. And so we're looking for all our partners.
Yes, we have some people walking by.
Yeah, so we need to get their attention as well.
See the folks from Assign. Is that how you spell it? ASYGN.
Yes. But they have not.
Yes, they're a startup. And we've talked to them at CES.
Yes.
And well, maybe he wants to come on and talk about what he's doing.
Really? You want to have some of that? Okay, sure. If Pete, if you tell me, because I was like telling me you want to see how we do it, and then we'll be okay.
Sure, the latest.
Also to build something. You're invited to come here. So
come,
I give you the microphone.
Folks on the live stream here. Make sure the microphone. All right.
But I see you get privileged today.
Okay.
So I hope you remember that. Okay.
Good. All right, we have Thomas here. Thomas, welcome to our live stream.
Hi, Pete. How are you
Good
doing?
to see you again.
Yeah,
I think
pleasure.
we're going to see CES.
CES was the last time, yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
you guys had a booth at a pavilion in the kind of, it was like the was the country pavilion you had or something?
Oh, yeah, it's the regional pavilion, yeah.
Regional. What region are you?
It's Auvergne-Rhône-Alpes, yeah, France. It's
Grenoble?
the French Alps.
French Alps.
French Alps, yeah.
Of course.
Ski.
Ski, yeah. Skiing. But are you based in Grenoble?
Yeah.
You are,
Yeah.
Grenoble. So Grenoble, for folks that don't know, very long history of tech there.
Yeah, we're actually close to ST Microelectronics. In Grenoble, we have ST, we have a lot of big companies, actually.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a really good area for microelectronics.
Yeah, and there's a lot of good talent there, too. A lot of
Yeah, absolutely. Love engineers. Yeah, it's a really good pace speed.
And probably good skiing.
Absolutely.
Excellent skiing. So tell us what you're up to. What's happening?
So basically, we are here at Embedded World to showcase our Calibre NPU that we already showcased for the first time at CES. So basically, Calibre NPU is an AI chip that allows electronic devices to understand what they see using AI vision, using almost no energy.
Almost no energy.
I think I can say that, but we are the only one in the world to be able to
How do you measure?
do it.
What kind of quantitative measurements do you have around power consumption?
So today we have a demonstration for gesture recognition that's running under a milliwatt, combining image sensor, AI processing, and communication.
Wow, all under a milliwatt.
Under a milliwatt. And it's all running on a solar panel, tiny solar panel.
Sure.
So we are at EP's booth running our Calibre NPU,
okay.
their image sensor, which is also on solar power, and Dracula Technologies solar panel.
I see.
So yeah. It's,
cool. Yeah, we were just talking to, I don't know if you saw Sumit from Inatera here. Low power, kind of spiking neural network stuff. And one of the big benefits of low power is that the deployment costs become a lot easier.
Yeah.
A lot lower, frankly, because like you said, solar power or self-power,
absolutely.
Self-powered AI sensors that can communicate their status out there. It's pretty powerful, right?
Yeah, and I think it also unlocks new use cases,
Right.
Because deploying AI at the edge is complicated, and cloud-based AI is even more complicated if you want battery-powered devices.
Sure.
So yeah, I think it's really a turning point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so what's your favorite use case that people are talking about using your chip for?
Well, obviously at CES was smart glasses, because smart glasses at CES is the thing that everyone wants
Smart
to
glasses
see.
and robots, humanoid robots.
Yeah, robots also. We deeply believe in toys, actually, robots that can interact with children. AI interaction. Recognizing the feelings of a kid, and being able to really interact with children.
Cool.
So yeah, and other than that, smart cameras. It's a really classic use case, but battery-powered AI cameras is something that is not that common. Right. So I think it's really one of the first applications that we're going to be seeing in the next years. Basically people counting, people detection in smart buildings.
Yeah.
It's something that is everyone wants to do, but it's something that we don't see a lot, actually.
Right. Well, and part of that, I mean, we talked about that with Summit too, because they were using LiDAR or radar-based kind of, basically the idea is how do you do AI vision without cameras?
Yeah.
Right? Because you can't really put a camera in a hotel room or whatever, right?
Yeah,
so,
sure.
But you do want to do people sensing, you want to do occupancy sensing, things like that. So, and then also if you can do it where it's kind of peel and stick, and the battery is, multiple years or whatever, or in the case of a solar one, outdoors, it's kind of just completely renewable.
Yeah.
That makes the deployment costs pretty much zero.
Yeah, absolutely. And we also, in the team, we like to dream, right? So we want to imagine, the next generation of electronic devices. Smart glasses is kind of the future, but it's already there, right?
Sure.
But we can also think of drones, right? Controlling a drone using our hand is something that everyone wants to do, right? Or even drones that are smart enough to understand where are they, right?
Well, that would be valuable. I mean,
yeah, sure.
Last time I had a drone, unfortunately, I was flying it over this lake. I live up in the Seattle area, and it hit a branch and then went into the water.
Yeah.
So maybe there'd be drones that have a little more sense about.
Yeah, absolutely.
Spatial awareness would be good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not every drone operator is like expert.
Yeah, and I think drones is a really valuable application for us because Assign, we're also a design house, and we mainly design, ASIC for inertial systems.
I see.
So basically, we get the most out of accelerometers, gyroscopes, really high precision sensors. So for drones, it's really valuable, right? So combining both, accelerometers, data, and AI, it could be something huge, right?
Yeah. No,
so
sure.
it's something also that we want to explore, and it is something that we might be exploring at Sensor Converge.
Jake. There's Jake over there. I was trying to get Jake from IP Exchange.
Yeah.
He's over there.
That's a good team.
Good team.
Good team of folks.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just saw him walk by, so I was like, "Hey, Jake."
Yeah.
Cool. So where can people see your stuff? You said you're in a demo. What booth are you in?
EPs. So it's all 3A.
Okay.
4A 301.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, but we also have a demo with Semtech, Murata, and Dracula Technologies.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, we have a good ecosystem of partners now. So it's starting to be something big. Yeah.
You need to get your name up on the board there.
Hopefully someday, yeah.
Someday soon.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, thanks for your time.
Thank you. It was a pleasure, Pete. And
All
I think we'll meet in Sensor Converge. Maybe.
Sensor Converge. That's right. In May. Almost forgot.
Absolutely.
Yes.
We'll have a booth there.
Okay. Yeah, that's going to be a big thing.
Yeah.
Sensor Converge this year. I think it's going to be probably the biggest show ever.
Yeah. I never attended actually, but I can't wait.
Also,
I can't wait.
I just need to get the microphone.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
All right.
There you go.
Thank you, sir. All right.
Thank you.
So that was Thomas from Assign doing some more ultra low power stuff based in Grenoble, which is pretty cool. So we have some special guests here from IP Exchange. We'll see what happens if we can get them over here. Good. So we've got 11 viewers currently. Not sure if they're the same 11 that we started with. I think we peaked here at about 17, so it's not bad. Not bad. We're just kind of getting started here. We're going to go for probably another 30 minutes or so before we bail. But yeah, lots of interesting folks coming by. And we'll see. We'll get Jake in here. We got these guys. You guys can both come on. You just have to share a microphone. You guys want to share this microphone?
Yeah, let's go for it.
All right.
Hey guys.
We got Jake. We got Adam from IP Exchange.
Yeah, we've been running around doing all sorts of videos with all the exhibitors here so far.
Cool.
Adam's been the busy one.
Yeah, I've been non-stop videos the whole day from 9 a.m. up until now.
Wow.
And slightly interrupting us to do a next one.
I saw you guys walking by. I was like, oh, Jake.
Yeah,
So
we tried to run
what's been, you don't have to disclose your favorite names, but what are your favorite demos that you saw?
It has to be the one on the Edge Impulse booth.
Oh.
Because they've got a really cute robot. It's called Ricci. It's called Ricci Mini. It's a very personal robot running on Arduino's new Ventuno Q.
Oh, yeah. I heard about that. Yeah. We had David
sort of this,
Tischler in here talking about that.
mix between cloud connected and local AI, complete sensor fusion, and it's cute.
Yeah.
The robot's cute is the big one.
No, that Ventuno Q is going to be a really cool platform. It's got some serious
Yeah, we need to
chops
get our
on
hands
it.
on one.
Yeah, I think they just announced it like yesterday. So
we were at the Qualcomm, the partner event.
Yeah. That was cool. Good. So that was your favorite. Were there any duds? We were just like
no duds.
That's going to get us in trouble.
No duds.
You don't have to say.
Every
You don't have to say
demo
what
was the
the
most
dud was.
spectacular thing I've seen. No. I think all the demos we've seen have been very good.
Excellent.
I look forward to the demos that we might see in San Diego as well.
Yes. So you'll be in San Diego as well. We've been pitching San Diego 2026.HIFoundation.org for people to register. David was here because he's going to be doing a workshop as well.
And me too.
Are you working with David on that, or is it a different workshop?
No, a different one. I'm working with Aleph and Thistle.
Oh yeah, Aleph Semiconductor
Daryl
and Thistle.
and Henrik.
Awesome. Yeah, that'll be good.
I'm running that on behalf of Aleph, so it should be good fun. We're getting a hands-on deployment and securing a model running locally onto the Aleph E8.
All right.
And I'm leading that, so it should be good fun. That's in 2 weeks. I look forward to it.
Yes, and the weather will be nice, as it always is in San Diego. So
that's true. I look forward to that part the most.
Yeah, it'll be nice. Overlooking the harbor, and it's not bad. Cool. So what else are you looking forward to with the show? I mean, is tomorrow going to be like today, just kind of back-to-back demos?
I think we front-loaded our week, so today has been the busiest, and then tomorrow we'll have a little bit more time to walk around and see what's going on apart from the paid videos, and Thursday even more so.
So maybe Adam can come back and tell you what his update
Yeah,
is
you should
tomorrow.
come back and tell us
I can tell you what the best demo is. Yeah.
Awesome. And let people know. I think we'll drive people to the Edge Impulse booth, or is it the Qualcomm booth?
This one's
the Qualcomm booth to see the robot demos. So that'll be pretty cool. And then also, you announced this Ingenious Machines thing.
Yep.
You want to kind of give people a little spiel on that? What's that all
Yeah, I've been talking about this all day, basically, with potential partners. So it's basically a new media event where we're partnering with the Edge AI Foundation to bring the top vertical publications. So whether that's robotics, wearables, automotive, we're going to bring the journalists from those target vertical publications to an event in Prague in June. And we're going to bring 10 to 12 partners along with us, and then a group of journalists all in one room. Everybody talks to each other, and we just help to push Edge AI forward.
Yeah, sounds like a plan. So, I think that's very well needed, because part of the big, impetus from us too is just around education. I would even say literacy, of understanding what the stuff is and what's possible with it. That's why when we talk to folks here, we always ask them about sort of their favorite deployment scenarios.
Yep.
That uses their tech. I mean, it's one thing to talk about the tech, which is cool, tops and all that good stuff, but talk about the solutions and how it can be applied. Then people can sort of grok actually the importance of it, which is cool.
Yeah, that's what we've learned from a lot of our like engineers guide sessions, that people are struggling to figure out how to deploy as well.
It's still an ongoing story, and I think as well becoming increasingly important with the CRA, Cyber Resilience Act. It's not just how to deploy; it's also how to deploy and secure.
Right, exactly.
This is what we're doing a workshop on.
Yeah,
So it sounds,
you just plugged your own
not
workshop.
to promote too much, but that's our workshop.
Yes. Yeah, the CRA is. We've heard several people mention that is definitely a forcing function for people to kind of get their shit together on these platforms.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a good thing. So a little regulation sometimes goes a long way.
I agree.
Just a little bit.
We need to run to this.
All right.
We've got another demo to film right now.
The very most
Sounds
important
good.
question I have to ask.
Yes.
Is that a Stratocaster on your wall?
Oh yes,
Great.
it is. Yeah, it is. Actually, that's a '79 American-made Strat with an eggshell finish, and I'm the original owner.
Okay.
Original owner on that. So yeah, that's a pretty good one. And I also have.
What's the acoustic? I see a silhouette of an acoustic.
That is a Martin mahogany Martin Dreadnought built in Pennsylvania. And then, actually, not on camera there's a '65 Mustang, Fender Mustang.
Nice, yeah.
Which is really nice. So kind of a little smaller form factor.
These are the most important questions.
This is I did get that question. I should do a little video tour of my office because there's a lot of gear in there. But,
no, so you're not a Les Paul fan.
Never always kind of went the Fender route.
I'm a Les Paul guy.
You're a Les Paul. Well, to each his own. To each his own. So cool.
We should. I think.
All right.
We're getting
good to see you
along
both.
Yeah, very good to see you.
See you soon.
San Diego as well.
Yes, definitely.
Send Adam back to give an update.
Send Adam back for an update. Fantastic. All right. The folks from IP Exchange always doing cool things and cool demos. So let's see if we get some more visitors. We have some folks outside of camera range, but you never know if they want to get on the live stream or not. So we'll see. But yeah, if you go to the IP Exchange YouTube page, they do a lot of cool demos for design engineers and developers to see what's going on in that space. So, oops. Okay. Am I still recording? I think so. All right. Just checking. The unified. Yes, the unified TPM FPGA architecture for post-quantum security. Okay, sounds good. That is Hall 4, booth 528. So, yes, if you want to promote your demos here, this would be the place to do it, and show the world what's going on out there. So, thank you, Viv1K, for that information. Great. All right, we'll leave that there for a minute. And yeah, so what else did we see today? We saw, let's see. We have AMD over there showing some pretty cool AI vision stuff, which is always helpful. I have not been to the Intel booth yet, so we'll see if I make it over there at some point today. Unfortunately, my rig here for live streaming is not very portable. Otherwise, I would do a little walk and talk, and maybe we can figure that out for tomorrow and do that. Great. Well, let's see. I think if we're going to be wrapping it up for today, I don't see anyone waiting, and I don't want to ambush anybody, but hey, I really appreciate everyone tuning in for this first live stream, and hope you heard some interesting conversations, and we will see you tomorrow. Thanks.